Alright, so for 4-color hero, Hero of the Precinct One. This is one of the cards that I'm expecting to be a breakout at the Mythic Championship, the first Mythic Championship. I think this card's really powerful and strongly suited in a variety of different shells. And this particular shell for Hero says, why limit yourself to just playing 2 or 3 colors with your hero when you could play most of them? Most notably, Hero of the Precinct One with heroic reinforcements is really powerful. Hero with a Goblin Electromancer turns all these into 1-mana cantrips, 1-mana cards that draw more cards here, which is pretty powerful. And then Murmuring Mystic, you'll notice a lot of our multicolored cards in this deck are also instants and sorceries. Murmuring Mystic's kind of like extra copies of Hero in order to like give you some more density when you don't necessarily always have it. So we played this deck once before on stream. Let's dive back in with it, shall we? It was a hoot last time. It does. This deck gets good use. Heroic Reinforcements is quite the beep beep card. Quite the beep beep card. We kind of have Counter Squall with with Goblin Electromancer in play. Ionize is only 2 mana. Now, one thing that's worth noting here is that even though we're technically 4 colors, our black is just a very small splash. If you notice, we're a base Jeskai deck. So the black is mostly for the back halves of these split cards, which is why we're able to get away with playing 4 colors and still have a good amount of consistency in what our deck is doing. Thanks, Jason. The pink turned out really well. The pink turned out really well. I assume they're gonna ditch this. Dovin makes sense too. Maybe they have another discard spell. Yeah, last patch added the eyes to cards that they know about. Second Thought Erasure makes a lot of sense here. I'm gonna go ahead and Consecrate a card out of their bin here so I can draw the Discovery and the Discovery through. Oh, they're playing Grixis. Interesting. I just assumed they were on Esper. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and attack for 2 here and plan to like end step deploy untap reinforcements. Stop! In the name of Thopters, we will deploy the Thopters. Do 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 do. Boo do do do. Thop in the name of love. That's much better. Thop in the name of love. Love it. Get to the Thopta! To the Thopta! Ionize, rude. Grab. Looking to dodge Ritual of Soot here. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Cow jumped over the moon. Would really, if we draw a land next turn, they're dead, right? Are they dead anyways? No, land is lethal. Do I dig deep for the land? If I hit the land, this makes a... Oh, I have to tap the creature. That doesn't work. I'm dumb. Beep, beep. Driving in my car, beep beep. Revival's probably good here. Carnival Carnage seems bad. Mortify's probably loose. Probably don't love Justice Strike. This seems fine. Let's give this a go. Nammy Nammy, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate the half a year. Welcome back. Tan looks great. Just kind of stuff, basically. The hero Dovin curve is super reasonable. Super duper reasonable. Tocatli Honor Guard is a card for the Explore decks. Decks that play Explore creatures and decks that play Chupacabra, namely Sultai. Tocatli Honor Guard does nothing against Hydrate Crisis. But Tocatli Honor Guard does tend to be good against the decks that Hydrate Crisis goes into. You're doing me a favor. Maybe Bolas is a reason to leave some removal in. Although I have some like the Depose deploys in my deck to diddle it, so yeah, I wanted it to be apparent what we were doing. It told Ionize up here, thanks to Goblin Electromancer. I look think I'm down ticking again here.
I don't enjoy seeing things suffer, but I'll make an exception for you.
This is probably one of the better Ionize decks that's existed. Just like it's an aggressive deck that likes dealing the 2 extra damage.
You're doing me a favor.
I'm gonna hold on to the land in case they have something to make me discard. If the Spell Pierce was a Mortify or a... If the Spell Pierce had been a Mortify or a Justice Strike, we'd have killed the Bolas here and smacked them, so like that's worth noting. Dovin does do a very reasonable Lingering Souls impersonation. This is my land. My land is amazing.
This tech gimmick is worth it.
I'm limitless. The dead shall serve me.
Sure.
Been analyzed and found wanting. There is elegance in simplicity.
What?
Are an anomaly not to be repeated.
Go.
The small things that matter.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't mind flipping the Bolas if they're gonna draw cards with it, but I think not drawing cards is a little bit loose there.
Constantly seek to innovate.
I'm gonna hold on to Electromancer for now. If they don't find a way to exile this, Dovin should win the game next turn.
Most situations, no matter how dire, are easily remedied.
No! I wanted to double heroic! Come back! Come back! Why do you hate fun, opponent? What did fun ever do for you? Do to you? Why are you the hater of fun? You heard me. 1.5 dig through times. The Dovin alt feels so good. I should probably play Jeskai aggro on Wednesday because Dovin alt is real messed up. Did Nexus got banned? Nexus is banned in formats without sideboards. What's Wednesday? Wednesday is a Twitch Rivals tournament, which is a Magic Arena tournament for 48 Twitch streamers. Hey, Briga, thanks for the quarter of your support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, all 48 players who are playing in the Twitch Rivals tournament will be streaming it on a delay on their own individual channels. And then everyone, there'll be an official coverage channel as well. So you'll be able to watch every one of my matches, and then they'll have an official coverage channel recasting people's matches as well. Wow, that's a hero. Alright, so I think I'm just supposed to hold up Ionize this turn, right? Because if they play an Explore creature next turn, I probably can't win. Just need to make sure that doesn't happen. Just like Ionize a Jade Light Ranger or whatever here. Oh, that's pretty good for me. Who will be doing coverage? Last time they had Matthias Hunt and, what was it? Matthias Hunt, the Asian Avenger, and then a third caster whose name is escaping me at the moment, did it? Sure. Cedric's casting this one. Interesting. That's smart. They understand who people want to watch. I'm bidding these. I'm just looking for things to make tokens at this point, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and shock this in so I can end step Consecrate plus Ionize. Cedric, I assume is Cedric Phillips of SCG fame. The first match is at 11 a.m. CST, I believe. It's okay if you dislike other content producers, but don't talk down about other content producers on my channel ever. Please and thank you. No one is obligated to like everyone, but you are obligated to be respectful towards everyone else here on my channel. Yeah, not looking for Dovin. Just want... I guess Dovin triggers these. Alright, so we're going to be ready to kill them next turn then. End step, we'll depose something, and then we have Ionize and Heroic Reinforcements. Why do they keep conceding before I can kill them with Reinforcements? Why do they keep conceding before I can kill them with Heroic Reinforcements, Chad? It's so rude. I just want to say beep beep and attack. I just want to say beep beep and attack. All deck lists are public, I believe. Last time all the deck lists were public. Alright, so definitely want all my Tocatli on our guards. Do I want Revival? Revival Get Back Tocatli does seem kind of good. Maybe these Justice Strikes aren't that great. I'd believe that. Alright, what do I want to trim here? Maybe I trim a Dovin. And Justice Strike is not fantastic against Wild Growth Walker. have any interactions with Cedric. Just a couple of things with work here and there when I've had to interact with him because of coverage at tournaments. But no, Cedric is not someone that I know personally. He lives in Seattle, I think. He just commentates for SCG, and I played a lot of SCG tournaments back in the day. You should cut the strike because this is a no justice stream. No, I think Ionize is pretty important to leave in because Ionize is flexible in what it can counter, and being able to stop finality with something I think is pretty important. A nice hot serving of justice. We got you. Nope. Candy emote's the same it's always been. Oh, our game might be bugged. That's true. That's true. I keep forgetting that there's random connection issues now. Thank you for the reminder. I'm like, I think if their timer starts going down, we're not disconnected, but I don't know that for sure. So let's double check. These people are great. Buy their stuff. These people all so great. Buy their stuff. Back to finding out if we're connected or not. I think their timer doesn't go down if we're disconnected, but I don't know for sure. Hopefully there aren't any connection issues during the Rivals tournament on Wednesday. That would be real bad. Now we're not getting back in. Oh, Arena. Did other people just get disconnected as well? Oh no, I was planning to run long today. Are we going to be forced into early intermission? Yeah, I doubt everyone got disconnected at the same time. Let's try again. Four color hero, too much for Magic Arena to handle apparently. Alright, well, we won game one, and then we lost the match. Yeah, when you DC, you lose both games. I'm really glad these connection issues, like when you're giving away a minimum 8 grand to the players at the top of your ladder, it's kinda like I couldn't imagine the frustration if like a DC like that happened and you were like in contention for top 8 of the ladder. Like that would be really disheartening. I think I'm in for both of these, actually. We'll go tapped land, Electromancer next turn, and then Murmuring Mystic the following turn, and start sorting through cantrips. Yeah, I've also had a lot of connection issues since the last update. Did not have them before. And we know it's not We know it's not a connection issue, right? Because I've dropped 0 frames streaming to Twitch in the last 8 hours. I feel like us getting to untap with this Mystic means we're pretty far ahead. I'm gonna give them Vivian rather than the land in case they're missing a land drop here. Rats. Fumbled and lost. I'm gonna leave back Murmuring Mystic. I think with my current health total, dealing 1 extra damage to Karn is not worth taking 3 from the Merfolk Branchwalker. I think this is fine. This is a 4/4. I probably need to save this for a finality, right? Can I give them the less resource efficient card here? Try and choke them on mana. I guess playing this in the face of this and not leaving up Depose is loose. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to Depose, shock that in, and then Depose the Crisis here so I don't lose Dovin. Hey, Sword of the Storm. Thanks for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think that's fine. There are no basics in here. Right. Maybe I'm supposed to Depose... I'm supposed to Depose the Crisis in response there. What's going on, Zoptic? Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. Yeah, I think we're about dead here. I probably should have Ionized something in the middle. They just have too many cards in their hand at this point. Like, I'm a little bit ahead on board, I think, but they just have too many cards for us to get through. Should have done this in response so I could have an extra bird. That's fine. Revival seems good. Tocatli Honor Guard is excellent. Carnival Carnage doesn't have a ton of fantastic targets in this matchup. What do I want to cut? Okay, put these towards the Gates Mirror meme in the queue. It looks sweet. Definitely Primal Boy. I appreciate that. I cut Justice Strike and Mortify last time. That's probably not unreasonable. Dovin's also a little bit hard to keep alive. Even if his card advantage is good. His Carnival Carnage a good card for you? I think it has play in some matchups. It's like a removal spell that triggers Hero for 1 mana, so it's not completely unreasonable. I'm doing swell, Crimson Eye. Life is wonderful. We have a great audience today. Bunch of people looking for some Magic to watch on the weekend. We're gonna run a little bit past 5 o'clock if the numbers stay good. Want to work on Sultai Climb a little bit. Might be a deck I could play on. Playing Wednesday. Caleb got caught in the hostage taker loop for an hour. Why did he sit there and watch it for an hour? Sounds like a waste of time. I believe they haven't coded a condition to break the hostage taker loop, but why sit there for an hour? Oh, he went and drafted instead? Sure, that makes sense. The beauties of having two digital Magic clients. Yeah, I think with the number of colors our deck has, you really can't afford to be trimming lands. Hey, Eisenwolf, thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, you definitely, after an hour seems a little bit long. Could probably go 5 minutes or so. Second reinforcement is actually pretty good here. We get to curve this and this, we could be okay. Alright, well, that lets us cast all of these, which is nice. Well, Day 9 streams a bunch of Magic. He usually does like 15 to 20 hours a week recently. He makes a lot of good stuff. If you don't follow him on Twitch, you should. If you like Magic content, you should definitely check out his stuff. That's true. Day 9's played on more Pro Tours than I have. And Lifetime will have played on more Pro Tours than I have, right? Because I'll never play on a Pro Tour. Pro Tours don't exist anymore, chat. The Pro Tour is a lie! Alright, so for the sake of science, I'm pretty sure when I play this heroic reinforcement that doesn't have the eye on it, it plays the one with the eye. So let's find out. I think when I play this one, it's going to take the eye off the other one. Yeah, Arena is so smart. You so smart, Magic Arena. I was pretty sure that's how it worked before we had the eye symbol, but I didn't know for sure. And with the eye symbol, we can visibly see that that's what it's doing. And that's just good, clean software development right there. Just like not make the users have to be super careful and just give the end result that makes sense. This card is incredibly unfair. No, I didn't play in that many Grand Prix events before I started playing in SCG tournaments. Back when I was playing, it was much easier to make your money back and even turn a small profit playing in SCGs than it was playing in Grand Prix style events. I like top 16 to Grand Prix back in the day, like 2013, 2012, and then pretty much just like jumped off of that and just played SCGs in the Midwest. This deck feels like an unfair draft deck. Listen, Heroic Reinforcements is a constructed playable card. How much does it cost to get into Arena building a decent deck? It depends on what deck you want to build. A deck like Mono Blue Tempo that doesn't have a lot of rares and mythics in it, you can build for somewhere in the $20 to $30 range usually. For a multicolor deck that has a bunch of rare lands in it, usually you're looking in somewhere to the $100 to $200 range, depending on exactly what the composition of the deck is that you're looking to get. And one of the important things to note is that, like, once you have your first reasonable deck in Arena, it's easy to, like, play, like, in events or on the ladder and just, like, do your daily quest with it, so that way you can eventually get more decks without having to spend more money if you want. Gates is pretty cheap, too. I've heard a few people said they've built Gates for, like, 50 bucks or less, depending on how your packs open. Another thing to know about Arena is that the way that card acquisition in Arena works is that once you have your first deck, you incidentally just have cards for the next deck from opening booster packs. So, like, your nth deck is always cheaper than the one before it. Yeah, this looks great. Hopefully they don't have, like, Vraska's Contempt for this. Honor Guard is excellent. Definitely going to play that onto you. Revival is also good in this matchup because it helps keep Tocatli on the table. This card turns off their Explorer creatures and their Hostage Takers and all sorts of other stuff that's annoying. So definitely going to lead on this because I really don't want to play Hero and get it like Ravenous Chupacabra or Hostage Taker. Hostage Taker would be especially bad for us because then we wouldn't be able to Revival it back because they'd replay it. It's a shame Revival's not an instant. The fact that they cast us down there makes me think that that card is relevant tech, so I think I'm just going to Revival it back here. Murmuring Mystic, sign me up. Found a good standard Reanimator deck. Okay. The fact that they burn Vraska's Contempt there means this Tocatli's more likely to live too, right? Which is nice. The Esper Reanimator deck was actually really good. We won most of our matches with it. It ended up just feeling like an Esper control deck that could, like, actually close out games of Magic, which was pretty sweet. Beep, beep. I wonder if they have, like, Negate or something here. It feels like they have a counterspell of some sort. Like, what else would they be playing? Vraska's Contempt's kind of unfortunate there, although they did wait for it, so we got the extra 1/1 out of it, which is awesome. Would Revenge have been an option? Ha! Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. What's the finality here? The final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Be-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. I agree. This deck is incredibly sweet. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Alex Jet, checking in with that Prime support. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Chalky Chalkson, is it that time of the month again? Thank you for the quarter of a year, welcome back. Alright, do I play out another hero here? I probably shouldn't. Finality's probably their only out here, and I probably shouldn't play out another threat into it. Trophy, sure. Get to the Thopter! To the Thopter! Oh, consecrated ground. Consecrated ground. Yeah. Is there a second time playing this? The first time it was sweet too. I like when my decks of the day are easy picks. Yeah, maybe Chalky. It's possible I should have done it in response to the first one. I declined the Assassin's Trophy because there's no basic in my deck. So hitting accept just makes me click the button one more time. Honestly, Electromancer plus Ionize has also been really good today. Happy Pink Day, Boomer. Yeah, that's probably one of the best things about this deck, honestly, is that the cards that go into it, like the rares and stuff, like slot into a lot of other things. Am I bringing to Switch Rivals on Wednesday? I'm not sure. I actually need to find out when deck lists are due. So I know. I think deck lists are due Monday night. Oh, is this, the Nexus matchup's probably not bad for this deck. We have literal Blightning in our hand, chat. Literal Blightning. The pink really suits you. Can you put these towards a standard black-white aristocrat deck of your choice? Definitely not so wicked. I appreciate that. Let's start by attacking first here. They could have the, what's it called? Frilled Mystic. Hey, JSHK, thanks for the Prime support. There's a lot of great people you can ship those Bezo bucks to every month. Thanks for sending them my way. Double Nexus of Fate. Yep. Alright, they missed a land drop. 3 Fog, sure. We're probably gonna diddle my token at end of turn, draw a card, make another token. Heroic Reinforcements and Carnival Carnage are both lethal here. So we get 2 draws at 4 lethal spells, and like other cards that draw us cards can dig us deeper as well. Get to the Thopter! To the Thopter! That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I mean... Pink hair, best hair! Thank you for the 15 months, Baldwin. I appreciate it. Alright, well... If they don't combo us this turn, we should be able to kill them next turn. Rats, they called my bluff. We could see Wilderness Reclamation into Nexus of Fate here. I don't remember how many cards they scryed to the top, so... I shocked to bluff because my health total doesn't matter. But at the same time, the bluff probably also doesn't matter because, like, we put them in a corner, right? They scryed all 3 to the top. Alright, 10 looks at Heroic Reinforcements.
It's not clairvoyance. I've just improved the search algorithm.
Alright, dig, dig, dig. Dig, dig, dig. God, we haven't found an Ionize either. What a tilt. As long as it's Judge Whirler. Sounds good, Turtle. Thanks for the support. Yikes. So we literally have to... We only put them to... We put them to 1. No, Carnage does 3. These birds can't attack. Oh, I could have dug 1 deeper. God damn it. I totally forgot. Yep, it's totally gonna be the next card, isn't it? Woo! Woo! Alright, let's still take 2 cards away from them here. This actually lets them flip the search for Azcanta, which might be bad. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to Carnage here, but they did keep all 3 cards, so I assume their hand has good cards in it. The fact that they're untapped now here too just means like fogs stop me from attacking as well. We're probably dead at this point. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. We had 10 looks with Dovin, and then we had double discovery, double cantrip, past discovery. Yeah, if they take 1 more turn here, I'm gonna concede. Yep. Sometimes Magic the Gathering happens. I think that's fine. Consecrate and Justice Strike out. Negate Spell Piercing. The sad part was we didn't have Ionize in those cards either, right? So it wasn't even just so the people confused why I conceded that. That's why Nexus is banned in best of 1. So I conceded that because my opponent wasn't going to let us take another turn for the rest of the game. They were going to their search for Azcanta card, along with getting to activate it twice per turn, and lots of copies of Nexus of Fate meant that I was never taking another turn that game. Nah, the monsters didn't really care about the pink.
There's no accounting.
Something I just like, I would like people to be aware, especially people that are new. I'd implore you, please don't post made up random statistics in my chat. There's enough misinformation in other parts of the internet. I don't need that happening here too. So please just like stop and just don't post things that can't be validated. For the X amount of statistics are made up on the spot is a meme for a reason. Oh, you know what? I should have shocked here so I could deploy. Yeah, I should have shocked here so I could deploy. I think that was definitely a mistake on my part. Wow, that's awkward. Yikes.
My inventions bring joy to me and others.
Huh, they didn't have a land last turn, so they hit the land off of that. Have your finest spell pierces, please. So, we should actually be in a very good spot here. Next turn I get to plus Dovin, which puts him to 7. And then I have Ionize up, and next turn I down tick Dovin. So I'm gonna keep holding these back in case I hit another heroic reinforcement. I'd be in a much better spot if at that end of turn I would have hit the deploy. That turn 4 when I put my land into play tapped and just passed with Ionize up. I think I'm going to go ahead and deploy at end of turn here. If they have Blink of an Eye to bounce my Dovin, I get a little bit punished. You can always find my deck list by typing !deck in chat or getting a direct, or by using the overlay. Heroic, negate. Wow, that's aggressive. So now they're dead. This puts them to 14. Oh, they're not actually dead, right? They can block 2. Yeah, that was... Wait. They could have gone to 2. They could have gone to 2 there. Weird. Alright, I'll take it. Maybe their hand was real bad and they just didn't want to keep playing. It might have been a shame concede. Yeah, just like playing into the counterspell that I shocked in. This deck's definitely showed a lot of the power that Dovin Mon has, right? Just like being able to like uptick him into downtick him into answers is super powerful. Getting to curve Hero into Dovin into hold counterspells sounds great here as well. Would I recommend this deck for the RPTQ? I don't know. I haven't really played it enough. Alright, we're like never gonna tap out now for the rest of the day. Yeah, I agree. This is definitely the best Depose deploy deck I've played. Super flexible in that respect. I wonder if they have Fiery Cannonade with their red splash here, if that's purely for Expansion Explosion. Cannonade's definitely a card that can get them back in this game. So if I plus this, I'm hitting with 3 things, so he only goes to 6, so I might as well down tick this turn. So I'm holding, I have Ionize to hold up this turn, and then next turn I can, and then in 2 turns I can do this, which is nice. So Ionize hopefully means I don't die this turn. And then Dovin ulting in 2 turns hopefully means that works then. Although they might be holding off their fog effects until I plus the Dovin. How do you feel about this versus Esper Hero? This is definitely more of an aggressive deck. So if your goal is to beat down, this build's definitely better, I think.
This tech gimmick is worth it.
I think I just let this happen. I think I go ahead and Discovery here, digging for more disruption. And for Negate, Spell Pierces, more Ionizes. Perfect. I'm just gonna ditch the land for now. So hitting a second Ionize here lets me use the first one a little bit more aggressively, which is nice. Worth noting, I don't want to tap out. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have taken that land because I could Heroic plus Ionize next turn, right? Oh, we might be getting expansion and then die here. We might not get a next turn. We might not get a next turn. I can use Deploy to draw, that's true. Alright, they thankfully don't have Nexus mana yet since they had to expansion, so using my Ionize there wasn't meaningless because they can't do anything else just yet. Were you like thinking about explosioning my Dovin? Please tap out. Please tap out so I can kill you. Sweet. I think they're dead even without me doing this, but let's just do it just in case. Beep, beep.
The facts can't be denied. Beaten.
Boop, boop. Bye, Felicia. How frequently do we have to dye our hair? Well, I just dyed it for the first time yesterday. So I'll hopefully have an answer to that question in a few weeks or so. I'm told it's every 4 to 6 weeks, but we'll see if that stands to be true. Yeah, that's true too. This deck does play out a lot at instant speed. And the Electromancers have been really good too. Like all of these, the split cards generally give up. They are more expensive for flexibility. So the fact that we have Electromancer to drag their cost back down is very reasonable. I'm gonna keep this. If there's something fast, I have Carnival Carnage, and if there's something slow, Carnage is still reasonable. How long do I plan to keep the color? I plan to just let it fade naturally, and if in 4 to 6 weeks when it's ready for a refresh, if we're still above 4,000 sub points, I plan to refresh it. The beard is dyed. It's just not as vivid of a pink as the hair. Woodland Stream. Probably a Nexus deck. Really like to draw a red source here so we can start carnaging their hand. Yeah, looks like blue-green Nexus. Our hand might just be too slow here with the stumbling. That being said, if they don't combo us super quick here, we could be okay. Do I attack this in? They could have Frilled Mystic here. All right, let's see if we get a next turn. Urim Vox, thanks for the 3/4 of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, not yet. Float your mana, do your thing, do-da, do-da. Nope. Okay, interesting. Let's start by attacking here. Gimpy, thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. It's going swell, Aether Vial. Life is wonderful. Huh. What are the odds? What are the odds they have Frilled Mystic here? Feels high. Yeah. I'd much rather this get countered than Hero of the Precinct One, I think. If I draw another untapped land here, I can play Hero with Ionize up. So do I... They like put 3 on the top there, huh? We're probably dead. Kind of expect to be dead here. I need more red mana, right? I think I'm actually ditching both of these, digging for red mana. Would not be surprised if we don't get another turn after they just drew 3 cards. Then are untapping with 10 mana. Would I build this or Esper Hero? I have no idea. They're pretty close overall in terms of the cards that they play. I guess the other Esper Hero uses Seraph of the Scales. Deck plays more Dovin. Alright, if they get another turn, I guess they're kind of far off from Search for Escanter, right? They don't have 7 lands yet either. Definitely looking to draw a red source here so we can Justice Strike this Frilled Mystic and then still have Ionize up. I think I'm going to go ahead and Discovery to start. I could play a second hero and then Discovery, but ideally I'd like to be holding up Ionize this turn. Yeah, all the people who were playing Nexus decks in Best of 1 got banned out of playing their deck in that format, so all of those people are now playing Best of 3, much to our disdain. I don't know, Delta, none of the Mardu decks I've played have felt particularly good. They keep falling into what I would classify as, like, mid-range aggro, and mid-range aggro decks just don't seem to be very good in this format right now. This is the part where I Ionize this, and they untap their lands and play another one. I mean, hopefully anybody who wants Nexus of Fate banned should hope that Nexus of Fate runs away with the Mythic Championship and the Grand Prix this weekend. And it needs to. If that deck starts putting up even a little bit of results, Wizards will probably ban it. But as long as there's not a power level reason to ban it, they're not really going to do much about it. So, gotta hope for a power level reason to take it out. There's 2 to 3 in the top 8. I guess we do probably have a top 8 already, huh? If there's, I bet if there's 3 plus in the top 8 of the GP and the Mythic Championship, we'll probably see it go away. Which I would not complain about. No, that's one of the many reasons Nexus of Fate is so obnoxious. It's not a trigger. Nexus of Fate never actually goes to the graveyard, so you can't, like, let it go to the graveyard and then exile it. It just shuffles back in instead of going to the graveyard. The top 8's going now. Have they posted, if they've posted deck lists for the GP, can someone post them? This is basically a tempo deck, Mr. Photon, is what I would classify it as. It's an aggressive deck with disruptive tools. This was, I can't remember. I think this was a build-around submission initially. I don't remember exactly. The Pro Tour's been rebranded. The Pro Tours are now Mythic Championships. Not looking for a third Dovin. That being said, like, Electromancer into Dovin here is, like, pretty reasonable on the play. 2-drop into Dovin's pretty great. She's like, down-tick Dovin, and then start up-ticking him to great effect. There are, like, 5 or 6 different really small ways you could fix Nexus of Fate by changing its text box and making it slightly less erroneous than it is right now. Huh. I guess I hero to start. Nah, they really don't errata cards anymore. It makes things especially confusing for players in paper, which is still their primary base.
I look forward to seeing your mistakes.
So with this board state, hopefully we get another turn here, and next turn I can plus the Dovin. So 2 turns from now, I'm gonna get to ultimate my Dovin, which is great. Yeah, but the erratas on Teferi and Pridemate make the cards play out basically the same. They wouldn't do a power level errata to Nexus of Fate. I agree with you. I understand that those cards have been errataed, but would you agree that those are not power level erratas? Those are convenience erratas? Alright, so I'm actually gonna do this, and then do this and play another Dovin, and then plus the new Dovin. Because plussing the new Dovin means after he ults, he'll be at 8. That being said, I might not get another turn here. So, if we get another turn, we likely win, but we might not get another turn. And now they know we have nothing, because if we had something, we'd have countered this and killed them. So they know that they're free to do their thing. That being said, they're currently just spinning their tires until they have an Azcanta flipped or some kind of way to generate Carnage in between their extra turns. They're really not doing anything. Wilderness Reclamation was a good draw. We know it was their draw for the turn, because otherwise they would have played it out last turn. That being said, even with getting the Reclamation into play, I could cycle the Depose and hit a Negate or a Spell Pierce. You are right, actually. Yeah, now Spell Pierce isn't live anymore. Good call. If there's a Spell Pierce on top of my deck, I punted. I wasn't thinking about the post-board cards that I had in. I definitely should have cycled this looking for something.
I've just improved the search algorithm.
Yikes! What game is this? When do we get punished for making mistakes? What a strange game. Weird. I was too busy complaining about Nexus of Fate to play good Magic. Yeah, Nexus could not shuffle, it could not be an instant, it could cost more mana. There's like infinite different little things they could have done to make Nexus less offensive. I think I just let this happen. I can't let Wilderness Reclamation resolve. Have a good one, Kenan. Alright, I got text off my Spell Pierce. It's the little things, chat. It's the little things. Beep, beep. Thank goodness there's not justice on this stream. Thank goodness there's no justice on this stream. Chat's right. We should cut Justice Strike because we are never punished around here. Man, Heroic Reinforcement is a messed up Magic card. It is really good. Just that, I need that sweet, soothing shuffle to calm me after that hot rip. Just, oh, focus the chi. The problem is, none of the no justice emote ideas translate well at emote size. 28 pixels is not much space. I got a good piece of advice for the person I just banned. If you have nothing better to do with your life on a Sunday afternoon but come into a random Twitch stream and be hateful towards the person that's streaming, you might need some self-reflection on how you could improve yourself in your situation. Take some of that negativity and take it out into the world and do something positive with it. Gosh, this hand is so good with a red source, but I think if either of these lands came into play untapped, I would keep this and just like hero into discovery. But I think the fact that this hand has 2 tapped lands means it's just not good enough. I think the fact that both these are tapped lands. The mana base in this deck is very reasonable. One of the things you need to realize when you look at this mana base is that most gut instincts are 4 colors is really greedy. But if you look at our mana, this deck is actually a Jeskai deck that has a small splash 4 black split cards. So all of the black cards in our deck outside of 1 Mortify are just the back half of split cards. So you can cast all your stuff pretty consistently. Gosh, so we're gonna get to depose something this turn, make a token, draw a card, and then we'll get to Carnage them next turn and take 2 cards out of their hand. One more deck. I'm doing at least 2 more decks today. I have a great audience here on a Sunday afternoon. Plan to ride the high. I also want to try out Sultai Climb before the Twitch Rivals event. I guess we theoretically could not get another turn here. Spell Pierce is a great draw here. Alright, so we attacked before we played the Carnage, because this way if they have a fog, they lose it. Frilled Mystic. Okay, can't Spell Pierce that one, unfortunately. Also attacking, so they can't Frilled Mystic us for that as well. Your Esper control matchup's probably pretty reasonable with the tools that we have. I don't know how we line up against Mono Blue. Mono Blue's probably tough. We don't have that much removal in our deck. Shard, of course. That's an interesting one. Means I can Spell Pierce a Wilderness Reclamation here, though, which is nice. Their Search for Azcanta's pretty close to popping off, though. I see you, Hippity. I know what you're doing over there. Oh, please be dead. Please be dead. Please be dead. Driving in my car, beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. Dunk, 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 dunk. I love just the tokens just like getting in there and punching them. It's so soothing, chat. It's so soothing. All right, let's even with losing a match that we were up a game into a disconnection, we're actually climbing with this deck, which is sweet. How many white sources are in this deck? 4, 5, 9, 10, 13, 16. I'm gonna keep this on the draw, because if this hand hits a white source, it's really good, and I can play Electromancer and cycle Depose even without one. Yikes, that's the worst draw in our deck. It's a land that doesn't help us cast our spells. God bless America. My country, 'tis the sweet land of liberty, of the icing. Got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, chat. I'm gonna depose the Electromancer so we can train it a white source. Alright. Alright, I understand. I understand, deck. You're proving a point. Don't be speculative on the draw. I get it. I get it. Stop being mean. It's just mean, deck. I realized I made a mistake. Stop rubbing my nose in it. I don't know if these Crackling Drakes are good in the sideboard or not, but if they're good anywhere, it's gotta be here, right? So let's bring them in. Carnage probably isn't good enough as just a bad Blightning. The mana in this deck is super reasonable if you just, like, keep good hands. Justice Strike's just a 2-mana removal spell. We haven't been playing against that many creature decks, so we've been boarding it out a lot, but I think it's fine overall. Making a sideboard guide for my current version of Jeskai Control. Nope. This is not on my radar of things to be doing. How'd Green Black Rock go this morning? I think we went 3-2. Yeah, we went 3-2. I conceded a mirror match because the Rock mirror sucks, and I lost to Ad Nauseam because we played a discard spell and then they killed us off the top. Cutting Ionize might be wrong here, but 7 counter spells feels a little clunky. Yep. They, like, snap took my Depose, huh? Alright. Interesting. Huh. Sure. You think they have a Thief coming? Thief does not seem very good against us, but maybe they just, like, boarded it against everyone. Oh, come on. Are we disconnected again? Come on, Arena. Alright, just running slowly. Got it. Thief's a good read on the Murmuring Mystic. Don't use buzzwords in my chat when you're describing things. Be constructive and specific. Don't say it's demanding. Say, this card seems difficult to cast because math, and then insert math. Don't just randomly guess. I don't know, is Crackling Drake hard to cast? Did you run the numbers? How many red sources do we have? Probably plenty. 4, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 red sources plus cantrips. Probably fine. Oh no! This is the real reason not to put Crackling Drake in your deck. They'll use it against you. They'll use it against you, chat. Yikes. Alright, let's be done here and play one more. That's my favorite deck at the moment. I really like the blue-green climb decks, but the white aggro splashing blue and red is also a lot of fun. Jundwhirler's also great. There's so many good decks in this format. You always find a bunch of my favorite decks on my website, under standard decks at the top. Blue-Black Pirates is great too. There's so many great decks in this format, chat. That's why I have a web page to list all of them. It seems fine. Not super exciting, but fine. Do I do all the work for my website, or do I have someone else do it? I do most of it. I have a graphics person that does all the banners and stuff for me. Ooh. I don't know. I don't have enough experience playing Blue-Red Jakes to really make educated or informed assessments of it. It's funny you mentioned the timestamps. We're actually stopping doing timestamps on my YouTube channel. The timestamps often don't get added till 2 or 3 days after the video is posted, and by the time the timestamps are added, most people have watched the video already. So it just seems like just a waste of effort if most people don't have access to them. Spending time and energy getting them, and I'd rather get things posted right away rather than wait to have all the descriptions updated. Huh. So we could get burned out next turn, but I kind of want to go hero into discovery here. Then they need 2 removal spells to hit with the Pyromancer. And then hopefully Dovin can start down-ticking and gaining us some life, which would be nice. And if they send a burn spell at hero, then they're not sending a burn spell at my face. They're trying to kill us when they untap, I assume. Second Dovin's actually not bad here. Just like each of these Dovins read like gain 3, make some tokens. Like that seems fine for me. I think I'm supposed to just trade everything off here so I don't die. Alright, like obviously they have draws that kill us next turn, but you know, hopefully we fade. If we don't die next turn, I like our chances to win the game a lot. And then this Dovin is definitely dying next turn. And we're just going to go ahead and play another one out right after. So this one's going to down tick, go to 5. This one will down tick, go to 6. Are they dead? Just 1 damage to a creature or planeswalker, and 1 damage to a permanence controller. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This would be 16, 17. So we're a point short of killing them this turn. You know, even with the token from Carnival, they're not dead this turn. I believe we're 2 points short. We should be in the clear though, unless they have 2 3 damage spells here. Sure. Alright, so they're dead. No, I counted that. This does 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, maybe I did. No, because I would have had a Dovin token. So I only had 3 Thopters. So I would have had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I could only do 17 last turn. I counted correctly. Dovin is really good against aggro. Just been super impressed with him every time we've played. Deafening Clarion's kind of sweet here, because it's like a sweeper effect that like also like lets us gain a bunch of life, which is excellent. Tocatli stops Vanisho, it blocks well, and more importantly, it stops Chain Whirler. I have no idea, Drum. That's not something I've messed with. Murmuring Mystic's a little slow here. I think Carnival Carnage is as well. Consecrate's probably not needed. Trim. Extra Mortify's probably a little expensive. Yeah, it's probably better than Ionize. Hey, Artilicon, thanks for the 11 months. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people you can ship your Bezo bucks to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending them my way this month. What I think is a good deck to host Drakes. Esper Control seems really good against Drakes. Do I want Hero and Honor Guard in the deck at the same time? Yeah, why wouldn't I want Honor Guard with Hero? Those cards don't impact each other. Like, obviously they don't trigger each other, but not every card in my deck has to trigger Hero. Gosh, this hand is so good with any shock land. Can this hand win going third? We do get two shots at a shock land. Would really like to hit it on one, though. Interesting. That's pretty good against us. We have a lot of cards that draw cards in our deck. Woof. How do I ever beat double Cinder Mines? I don't think I can. I guess maybe on the back of Deafening Clarion, we could be okay here, but I think it's pretty unlikely. It's a good splash. Yikes. Alright, well, we need them to have a really bad frenzy here. Okay. Okay. God bless you, little honor guard. I think I needed their frenzy to be a little bit worse than that.
Genius surrounded by lesser minds.
I can't tell if they are happy slams or upset slams that are going on in my upstairs right now. I mean, we're dying to Cinder Vines. I think if they didn't have Cinder Vines in play, I would be able to like power through my deck and like put enough stuff in the play that it wouldn't matter. Mono red splashing green for cards like Cindervine in the sideboard is pretty stock-ish. People who aren't playing mono red for budget reasons are often splashing green. This hand seems super reasonable. Bring out your 1/3s, chat. And the good Lord said, let there be 1/3s, and it came to be. Miss your second land drop. Yay! Hey, Swino, thanks for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Deja Vu. Manny himself with the Twitch Prime. Thanks for checking in. Welcome, welcome. Awkward, isolated chapel tapped. Alright, third time's the charm. Why didn't you attack, opponent? They think they accidentally misclicked. Top ham. Okay. Alright, well, if it was right last turn, it's probably right this turn. I think I ditched that. I definitely feel like they should have attacked me the last 2 turns with these lava runners. Although now maybe they're right to turtle up. Oh, jeez. Did anybody else remember that deploy gains you life? Deploy gaining life in this matchup is really funny. That's actually the way we could have beat the Cindervines, right?
Don't mind if I enjoy this.
Whoa, second land. Lava coil. Nope, definitely gotta keep Tocatli alive. Don't want them finding a whirly boy. Get to the Thopter! To the Thopter! Deploy gain 14.
My inventions bring joy to me and others.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, triggers. Oh, Dovin. Oh, Dovin. Thanks, Pinky. So this deck, let's talk about it. Someone just said, is this better than Esper Hero? It certainly looks like it. So this deck is the better hero deck compared to Esper for sure, but I'm not sure if it's actually a better deck, if that makes sense. So like, this deck is better at utilizing the card Hero, but it might not be better overall in terms of like matchups and what its average draw looks like, because you're not always going to have Hero, right? That's just like how it works, kind of. So I think if you're looking to play a deck to maximize Hero, this is the best deck I've played in this format in terms of maximizing Hero. But in terms of like average draw outside of that, I'm not sure really how this stacks up against other things in the format. Again, this is the second time we played this archetype on stream, so if you go back on my website or my YouTube channel and search 4-color Hero, you'll be able to find another set of us playing it for another hour, 90 minutes or so. What do we do next? We got black-red aggro up next, just moving right along.